People with good posture, how? Forced into it at a young age. I have metal rods fused on both sides of my spine to stop the effects of scoliosis before it took hold, so I have no choice but to always have great posture. Going to the gym has definitely improved my posture. I'd say give that a go. Everybody who read this sat up straighter. Training your back muscles. Deadlifts for lower back. Bent over row for upper back. Don't start with heavy weights. Being in an Asian family teaches you this from birth. I don't necessarily have good posture. But I try to remember that when I walk, good posture can make me look taller. That encourages me to stand up straight and put my shoulders back a bit when walking about. Ballet, among other dance styles. But you don't take several hours of ballet a week in your formative years without having instinctually good posture. Athleanx has some good videos on it on YouTube. Corset? I am short. I learned that if I stood straight up it would help me grow taller. It doesn't work, but I still got stuck into it. Yoga. This post made me realize how much I'm currently slouching. When I was younger, every time I slouched my mom would jab 3 of her fingers into the middle of my back. I still get comments on my good posture till this day. Thanks, Mom. Scoliosis as a child, back brace and support bands to help correct it. Slouching physically hurts. I can only stand and sit straight now. Walking? Left, 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 right, left. Asian parents and ballet, but mostly Asian parents, who also forced me into ballet. I'm still working on it, but physical therapy has helped a lot. I started with chin tucks. You basically move your chin towards the back of your head, where it should be, instead of slouched over, holding for 5 seconds, and releasing. If you don't have a professional to guide you, at least do some online research. I've been working for years with different exercises, strengthening my core, which is supposed to do most of the work, but most of us move wrong, and getting my shoulders used to being back, and not roll forward. One exercise is rows on a vector machine. With my hands in neutral position, thumbs up, I pull back on, very light, seriously, 5 pounds, the handles, moving my hands from out in front of me to at my side. The important part of this exercise is to focus on pulling your shoulder blades back. I have nowhere near perfect posture, but recovering from a broken back has really improved it. It takes work. You have to be conscious of your body and how it's positioned. Middle school band. Played flute. Needed to have good posture to actually breathe. Also, the teacher told us we would look more attractive to people we wanted to try to date for a little incentive to actually have good posture. Then I just kept trying to have good posture. Especially for my back issues. Core exercises and general mindfulness. Marching band? You can't operate without it. Giant boobs. It's either stand up straight or have backache. Exercise and always check your posture. Yoga. My bad posture is related to social anxiety. I can improve when being alone, but it's so hard to do this when I'm with other people. I just make myself small. Practice. Military ties helped. Also forcing yourself to do it. People also like someone who has good posture, and it makes you feel more confident. Conscious effort. What's good posture? Stretching whatever muscles are tight. There are a lot of YouTube videos that help you identify and do them depending on your bad posture. Regular exercise. Strong core muscles make it easier. Get a combo of cardio, strength training and stretching. All three things make a difference. And consider your posture throughout the day. If you catch yourself slouching, fix your posture. Yoga. I had a nerve injury and my PT had me correct my posture to help my arms stop tingling. I did lots of physical therapy to strengthen the muscles needed to have good posture and to learn what it felt like to have good posture. It's not just standing as straight as you can. I was very sore and my abs and back muscles were tired for about the first 3 months as I got used to it. It's still not always second nature to have good posture and my muscles still get tired sometimes, but I've managed to keep it up. Was enforced by our dad, growing up lol. And a trick that I've always remembered is to imagine that your spine is being suspended by a string, like a marionette. Now sitting straight comes naturally. Meditation helps. Just sitting still with a straight back for 5 to 20 minutes each morning and then doing nothing but breathing actually makes a difference for me. Yoga. Do this, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Just walk around with a book on your head. Perfect posture. My back hurts if I don't. I tell myself every time I slouch, how are you going to act like those preppy anime girls if you don't have good posture? And then bully myself into doing it. You'd be surprised how many of my actions are motivated by wanting to be an anime girl. Sitting slouched hurts my back. Working out with functionality in mind. Everybody should move in some way, but always make sure you're doing it the right way. I've seen enough overweight 40-years/O jogging and almost dying of heart attacks, not to mention wrecking their knees. If you really want to do something with your posture, I suggest you meet a good coach that has an actual medical education to introduce you to working out, but more importantly to teach you how to sit, lie, even walk properly. Train your back and use your butt cheeks when you stand, tuck your pelvis and sit up straight, but don't force your back. Stand up, relax shoulders and pretend a string is attached to your belly button and is gently leading you forward. If I'm sitting with no back support, I always sit up straight, I never slouch. I don't know why, I guess I got trained well at a young age. I'll lean back if I have a chair with back support, but I'll never slouch. I also never wear high heels, so that's another benefit I'll have when I become older. At the very least I shouldn't become a hunchback. Running, but make sure you're running in the correct form or your posture could become worse. However, running correctly will help drastically. Resistance exercise is important. If you're asking this question, you probably have little to no core/upper back strength and extremely tight chest muscles. I honestly don't know. Maybe because at primary school, my teacher would always force us to sit up straight and never slouch. I don't have good sitting posture if that's what you're looking for. Having a desk that raises at work has really helped me with my standing/walking posture. I alternate between sitting and standing every 45 minutes or so. I keep the desk high enough that I can't really hunch over it. I feel like I push my chest and hips forward more now, and it feels wrong to let my shoulders droop forward. If anything, I feel like I might be too upright now. I feel uptight or something. Marching band? Head up, shoulders back, stomach in, feet together. It became natural. Military marching straightened me right up. Got a hold on you gut and keep your shoulders wide and back. Had horrible hunched over posture growing up. Years of being in cars with people who always like to spread their legs as far as possible meant I always had to keep my seat at 90 degrees. Besides, that backpack was never too heavy, so that also helped. I used to have horrible posture, but I joined Rotkin High School and had a lot drill such as marching, I was also part of the drill rifle team where we'd march with fake rifles and spin them around to put on a show. My back was freaking killing me for the first few months after we'd drill, but after a while those muscles in my back got stronger and standing straight wasn't an issue anymore. Push-ups, and hold your shoulders high manually. It might feel tiring, but it will actually train your muscles a bit and it'll become easier. Trust me, if you're a male and want to look better, posture is key. Was always told to imagine a string connected from your spine to the back of your head being pulled up. Not sure if that makes sense to anyone but me, but it works great for walking in heels. Had a herniated disc in my lower back. Physically cannot slouch without it being uncomfortable now. My mom used to always point out my slouching when I was a kid and pressured me into having a good posture. But if you want to know how I truly achieved it, simple: posture yourself properly every time you think about it, and try to think about it as much as possible by connecting the thoughts to things that will make it universal. Like, I don't know, every time you brush your teeth, you have to think about your posture. That way, it will end up being natural. My crazy grandmother used to make me walk around her house with encyclopedias on my head for 30 minutes or so whenever I was there. This was the late 90s to early/mid 2000s. Then I played clarinet for 6 years. Posture is important in concert band settings. It's just stuck. It's more uncomfortable for me to slouch now than to sit with my normal posture.